world of Dungeons and Dragons, in a time of goblins and dwarves, these are the adventures of the Dungeon Gamers.
And we're back, guys, to the final part of Dungeon Gamers, the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Here we go. Everyone, we're going to go into the Wave Echo Cave.
We're going to go into the Lost Mine.
We're going to go to the Lost Mine.
Phandelver.
There's so much just happened. So you saved Gundren. That's pretty crucial, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gundren's
My
alive.
cousin.
Your cousin. Managed to summon Ogmar by cleansing his throne. You actually managed to summon Ogmar by reconsecrating his shrine. Mm-hmm. And subsequently he rewarded you with knowledge of your sister, and you are no longer cursed by Venomfang. So that's good news, isn't it? Venomfang wasn't too happy about that, though, was he?
No, he did it. He let out a scream.
And we don't know, but it might have intimated that Venomfang now has a new home after all. Craigmore Castle. But maybe that could be for another day when you guys go back and we'll find out if he does live there or what's happened.
I'm not going back there.
Ever again?
No.
Okay, fine.
Back to Neverwinter.
So you all make your way to the Wave Echo Cave, but it actually turns out you make your way accidentally to Craigmore Castle again.
No, we're going to Phandelver.
You're all making your way back to Phandelver.
We want to go to Phandelver because we need to speak to Sildar. I need to speak to Colleen. We've got just a bit of the little things to clear up.
Housekeeping.
Yeah.
So you want to head back to Phandelver to clear up some bits, find out where the Wave Echo Cave is.
Take Gundren back and get him
So
a
Sildar
nice
can see him.
Sildar, and he can just nurse himself back.
Yeah.
Get a bit of energy. He's been through a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so Phandelver. Everyone loves Phandelver.
They live us here.
My favourite place.
Phandelver Saviours
Yeah.
return.
You do relax a little bit when you get to Phandelver.
Yeah, we do.
You're familiar with everyone.
We love it.
Where everybody knows your name.
Ba-da-da-da.
Let's go see Sildar.
We're going to go take Gundren to see Sildar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think Sildar may be in, what was it called, the tavern?
The Sleeping Giant.
Oh, the Sleeping Giant.
I can't believe. I'm so happy to see you, cousin. It's been way too long, hasn't it?
Yes.
Hang on. To your accent.
I need to warm up. Sorry, hey, there he is.
Remember what we used to say when we were kids?
Nutmeg!
Oh, and this little halfling here, she's a bundle of laughs too. You know when you tapped me on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought my life. I thought I was dead anyway, but I was not expecting to see, an invisible halfling I never did see.
So funny.
I am so indebted to you, and you know that I have found the Wave Echo Cave.
You can't know
No. But you know that I know the way to the Lost Wave Echo Cave.
Yes.
I'm so excited
do.
about taking you there. If we can, first things first, we've got to save your cousins and my brothers, don't we? Thardan and Nundro. Let's make provisions. It's a scary place. I only made it into the first sort of third of the blooming mine, so I don't know what to expect in there. But we did see a lot of undead.
And then the spider came along with.
But we need to go now. We need to go.
No, wait, what about Sildar?
Wait.
Oh, I've got to go see. You saved Sildar?
Yeah, we say so.
we say it.
I thought I'd never see him again. Where is he?
He's in the pub, let's go.
Oh, off we go to the pub.
We can call him. He'll come to us.
Also,
He always
Colleen,
does.
I've told Colleen, I rang ahead, I sent the crow, and I've told Colleen to meet us in the pub. So they're all there, everyone's there in the pub.
Colleen's there, Droop's there, Carp's there. Everyone's there. It's
Everyone's
like a
in the
big
pub.
old family meeting.
Because I have
But
to
what
speak
we
to
actually
Colleen.
see is just
And
a
they're all-
picture.
and they're all talking
we see
over
like
each other,
we see like a photo.
No, they're all
They're
there.
all there.
But you don't have time to speak to everyone, though.
We
I
do.
need to
We'll have a
speak to
little
Colleen,
chat.
that is one of my things.
We'll make
I
it
need
really
to
quick.
do.
The Dungeon Gamers!
Silver!
You've returned! I imagine from the Craigmore Castle itself, huh?
500 gold, please,
Yeah,
Sildar.
500 gold.
Yeah.
Slow down. I don't have the money on me.
What?
Money comes secondary. I need to hear about your heroic tales.
Look, it's Gundren, Sildar.
Gundren! The Rock Seeker himself! I can't. This is. I nearly said Kaloo Kalay, but that would be the wrong character. Kaloo Kalay! Gundren, my old friend, tell me what happened. How did you manage to save Gundren from the Craigmore Castle?
It's a long story, but
Should I click this YouTube link?
Yes. Click up here and you'll find out.
I'll just click up here. As if by magic, a new tab's appeared and I've watched it all in the space of a second.
Wow.
What an amazing adventure.
Subscribe and like.
Please. They want me back at the mental asylum. Oh, yes, darling. Oh, yes. Illiton. Oh, and Fuzz Battlehammer. I'm so glad to see you back from Cragmore Castle.
Colleen,
Yes.
I need to tell you something.
Oh, what's that?
You need to leave your farm.
What?
You need to get Carp, you need to get Droop, you need to get Gorel, you take Sildar with you. You all need to leave Phandelver.
Droop, Carp, the whole gang.
The atmosphere of the whole pub. Quite as that, everyone was celebrating that you returned and you're going to go off and find the Wave Echo Cave and Gundren's back, but suddenly the whole pub goes deathly silent. Everyone drops their pints down and looks over.
So,
What is it? What have you done?
no, wait.
There's a dragon going to be next.
There's a dragon going to be nesting very near here, and he's evil. He's pure evil, auntie. Sildar, you're listening to.
What?
You all need to leave. You
dragon?
can't be here because he will take you all as slaves.
Yeah.
He will mistreat you. You
This
need to
is-
get out. He'll kill you without even a thought.
Where is this dragon?
His new base is at Cragmore.
We must find the Lost Wave Echo Cave.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
we know
And
that.
with its
Sildar.
riches, we will be able to fortify Phandelver.
Have you ever fought a dragon?
I have in my time fought a dragon. I understand the dangers.
How big?
But I wouldn't propose to fight it myself. But with available funds, we could take the fight to Cragmore Castle itself. At any rate, that is for another day. What you've left it at was the dragon has found. We can safely assume the dragon is going to take over. Fen and Fang has found a new home at Cragmore Castle. We can because the last thing we saw was he was summoned. We don't know what he's going to do. He might fight them all off and then sort of nuzzle his way down and just live there, peace and happiness. We don't know what's going to happen. So don't worry about that just yet. The most important thing is we find Gundren Rockseeker's brothers, Nundro and Tharden, and we stop Nesnar and his nefarious plans. And you find Redroth, and you get the Forge of Spells.
So Gundren's obviously coming with us to the Wave Echo Cave, right?
So yeah, Gundren, after your warning, I don't want to say you peeped the party, but I mean that warning was pretty apt, I think. Yes.
Thank you, Gundren.
Yeah.
But now we've got to go and see
Yeah, let's
my
go.
brothers and your cousins. Who knows what? I got knocked out. I mean, I'm still feeling a bit mozzie-headed myself, but I can take you to the Wave Echo Cave. It's only 20 miles from here. It's only 20 miles from here. Scottish.
Wait, do you need me to cure your wound? Do you want...
I can take you to the Wave Echo Cave, all right?
What are your health points?
Just stop
We're
talking.
all rest. I think we're rested.
You
We've had a
feel
long
help?
rest.
Yeah, you can safely assume that
Yeah.
that night you're not going to leave immediately, so you can have a full 8 hours rest.
Okay.
Prepare your spells.
I'm going to get rid of mirror image for invisible.
Ah, you're going to have invisibility.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
cast it.
Well, it was pretty cool last time when you
It
used
did
the potion.
really help. Like, major.
Oh, yeah, and then I want Darla to give me the scrolls.
Yeah, I give him the Revivity.
And I'm taking the ring back off.
Hang on, well, you give the Revivify.
Revivify.
Revivify is a very powerful spell, that.
Yeah, and
Bring
the
people back from
silence
the dead.
one. Scroll of silence, revivify.
So you're taking Scroll of
Oh
Silence.
no, he should have that.
If you wanted to, you could take that. You could take the thing and the scroll, copy it out into your spell book, for instance, not yours, but yours. So you probably have to disappear up to the top of the stone hill, the Stone Giant pub, get a room, sit down for the foreseeable evening, and just copy that spell. Is that something you want to do?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we can
that's
do
cool.
that, and then we can use that in the next.
Yeah.
encounter.
So minus 100.
Minus 100 gold.
So I'll pop that
So
in my
Illidan
spell
disappears off
book.
with the spell. That being said, Gundren, by the way, has offered you for finding his brothers and
Saving his life.
saving his life. Once the mine's up and running, he's promised you a 10% share of its wealth
Is that it?
going forward.
10% each.
10% for the team.
Right.
Can I just say that this mine, this 500-year-old mine, it's gonna rake in money. It's gonna. I mean, we're talking in a year. Who knows? 30,000 gold pieces. That's 3,000 for doing nothing every year going forward. It's a good investment.
How about 15%?
I don't know, cousin. You're going to bend my arm.
Nutmeg.
Oh, not like, yeah. Oh, go on then. I'll give you 12%.
Hey!
Yay!
It's going to be harder to work out.
Nutmeg. I can't say no.
It's the old nutmeg thing. Hang on, wait. Sildar,
Yes.
will you come with us?
Excuse me. My adventuring days are
Of what?
long since ended.
You're only 30.
So what do you do? What do you do with your days,
He's just in the pub.
Sildar, so
Apparently my wooing days.
hang on,
are
so
all-
you'll fight off a dragon and all that, but you won't come with us to help your friend,
Tell your friends in
Grundon
the Wave
Rockseeker,
Echo Cave.
who is an agent of the Lord's Alliance.
And
You
we're
are sworn
cloaks.
to by oath to help them, and we are cloaks of the Alliance. You should come with us. Who votes he comes with us?
Well,
Ah,
I mean, yes.
You come in. Yes,
I
Sildar!
will help you in any way that I can, but
Yes!
please understand, I am not the man that I was back in my adventuring days. Tomorrow, at sunrise, we follow Gundren Rockseeker, and we charge into a 500-year-old mystery. Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh dear.
sorry, I shit the bed. I'm not feeling too hard in the bit of the
Oh,
weather.
now you're ill. Old ill. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Go and get a healing potion.
Right, so you're making your way 15 miles east of Phandelver.
Let's go.
In the deep vales of the Sword Mountains lies Wave Echo Cave. Oh, you're all right. Just. Okay,
Oh,
so
God,
you make
okay.
it following Gundren. Gundren leads you expertly with his map that he's drawn,
It's upside down. Turn it around.
and he takes. Oh, how stupid! And he takes you to what you see is he points at a rock face that looks clearly just doesn't look particularly magnificent or inviting or resplendent for a 500-year-old mine that was once the centre of attention in these parts for magical reasons, and the subject to a brutal attack from orcs that swept down from the north and took out gnomes and elves and humans alike. You just see a flat wall of stone. There it is. Look carefully. Do you see it?
What am I looking at? The cave.
As the light
Perception
comes,
check.
as the light just sort of filters through a moving cloud, the front of the stone just sort of wavers gently and
It's an illusion.
fuzzles a little. Yes, well seen. You go up to it and you approach it, and it's like walking through a kind of projection. You just walk straight through it. You're presented with a dark cave. The light filters through this illusion at the front, but it's remnants of this magic that still exists, but are faulty in some aspect. They no longer function as the way they should. You make your way through a winding. It's less than 4 feet abreast. It's very, very. Some of you are struggling. You all have to go single file as you make your way, and it becomes darker and darker. The caves themselves are cold, damp, and surprisingly drafty. There's a noticeable breeze that blows out the direction you've just come in. Those of you who listen carefully, you can hear the distant crash of a wave. Very faintly, just every about 90 seconds you hear.
The Wave Echo Cave.
Makes sense now.
Totally.
Clues
makes
in the name.
But without having to call a check, because you're all pretty familiar with this part of Faerun, you know that you are nowhere near a coast. So how could there be a beach? The tunnels are all 10 feet high around you. 10 feet high to the ceilings. They're all covered in stalactites, and there are stalagmites on the floor that grow up. This is a rocky, dangerous area. You certainly wouldn't want to lose your footing in this area.
Where's the light coming from?
behind us.
The light, there's none. There is no light. There's no light at all. As you wind your way through, Darla has to put a hand onto Sildar Hallwinter's shoulder, and then because he's a human as well, he has to put his hand onto Illidan's shoulder. And the two people who can actually see in the dark, notably the elf and the dwarf who have dark vision,
Two dwarves.
and the two dwarfs, Gundren as well, they lead the way. Without dark vision, these two are Sildar and Darla
Hang
are
on then.
effectively blind.
I'll pick up a rock.
Or just put
Cantrip.
it in my hand.
Light.
Put it in my hand.
Yeah, you can have that. There you go.
I've got a light hand now.
Great, so you hold up your hand and you cast dim light in front of you so you can now see, right? Great.
We've also got 90 electrum pieces, Jack. I forgot to say that.
Okay, well that's not here nor there at the moment.
Oh no, yeah, but
We could spend it in the cave's shop.
Yeah, there's a gift shop. There's a gift shop.
I went to the Waybacker Cave and all I
Yeah,
got
I
was
was
this Lassie
here.
t-shirt.
Yeah, can we buy some of them?
Merch.
Is there a little man at the stand? Come on, there's a man at the
Welcome,
stand.
welcome.
Hello, welcome to Waybacker Cave.
Do not undermine the severity of the last
this
final
is,
mission.
Oh,
this is
yeah.
The
serious.
entrance
Okay.
of the tunnel leads into a large cavern supported by a natural pillar of rock in the centre. In the western part of the cave, behind a column of rock, there are bedrolls and a heap of ordinary supplies. There's sacks of flour, there's bags of salt, casks of salted meat, lanterns,
What?
pickaxes, shovels, that sort of thing, mining gear,
Oh,
practical equipment. This is where, as Gundren's led you this far, this is where he got when he discovered the Lost Mine, okay? Amid the supplies, you see the body of a dwarf, dead for at least a week.
No.
At least a week.
No! No! Gundren runs over. No! No, Thalden, wake up! Wake up! No!
Is you the
Oh
cousin?
no.
Grundren.
He's gone. No, he's not. He was. No! Oh,
So sorry.
Thalden. He's dead. Watch this. He flips him over.
He's got a boner. Oh my God! What? How did he die?
And he sees that he turns his brother over and he sees that he's got two large, 6 inches apart, puncture marks
Oh.
on his side, and the veins have spread around that. And there's kind of a sort of rot where the body starts to bloat.
Poison.
It looks like a. Well, who would like to throw a check to see if
Me.
they know what it is?
Me.
Who's got the best one?
I would suggest.
3.
I would suggest this is more of a medicine check.
Oh, I've got +0.
It requires knowledge
Wisdom.
of the anatomy.
6. I've got +6 medicine.
So you're pretty used to seeing wounds in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what you've got then.
Maybe a spider. Oh.
Spider bite.
8.
+6.
Yeah.
14.
So that's enough. You bend down and you prod and poke and you with great reverence and care, knowing that this was your cousin's body, and you do discern that this is a spider bite that's killed Tharden.
Okay.
Great. A cave full of spiders.
Can
Brilliant.
I want to cast a spell on everyone. I want to cast protection from poison. How long does it last?
Protection from poison will last an hour.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, on who?
Is it not on everyone?
God, no.
Or me then, because you've got protection.
I've got
We've got
resistance to
resistance.
poison now from
Hang
Venom
on,
Fangs.
Grundren's all right.
So
Oh,
It
about
requires
Sildar.
verbal, somatic, and you have to touch someone. Basically, you say this and make a gesture.
Do it to Sildar. I'll be all right.
Okay, I want to
100%.
cast it on Sildar.
Okay, so Sildar has protection from poison for an hour from now. As Gundren picks up his body of his brother, limp in his hands, you notice that he's, although everything strewn around the cavern is practical, it's not necessarily useful to adventurers. You know, pickaxes and stuff. They might be useful in a mine, but not really great weapons. They're improvised, right? But you do notice, Illidan definitely notices it, a pair of boots. Now, it might be insensitive to ask if you can have said boots, but you notice there's something magical about them.
Can we have the boots, Gundren? Can we have your dead brother's boots?
What's special about his
It's
boots?
got magic on it, hasn't it, Illidim?
Yeah.
I can sense magic coming from this object, yes.
Gundren, nutmeg.
Aye, nutmeg, I suppose. Bring him back, will you?
Yeah.
Takes
I'll
off
bring
his
that.
boots, and his feet are fucking horrible. His feet are like all black, like corny and. I love his feet.
Oh,
Doesn't
too
it?
much.
And he gives the boots over, and with this, roll an Arcana check.
Okay,
Not you.
Arcana
Yeah,
+5 on
no.
this. +6 on this.
17.
Yeah, that's enough.
What's it got?
They are boots of striding and springing. They are a magical pair of boots. Boots of striding and springing.
Woo.
Bagsy wearing them, plus the fact I'm the only one who can fit in the same shoes as him.
Actually, magical boots will fit perfectly to their wearer, regardless of their foot size.
Ah.
Boots of striding and springing. Your speed while wearing these boots becomes 30 feet, and your speed is not reduced if you're unencumbered or wearing heavy armour. In addition, whenever you jump, you can jump 3 times the normal distance.
Do you think we should give it to Darla? Because that's your whole thing.
Pretty much, it's quite a roguish thing. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you're all based. So it's
can
you'd be an
jump.
amazing acrobat.
You can jump
Oh
around
yeah, because
and
my
get in
acrobatics
position.
is 6 anyway, so I can be like,
Yeah.
A little ninja.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
okay,
Where
deal.
then?
for it.
Write that down.
But he's got horrible feet.
I can
They
use
stink.
I can
They're
use
magic.
prestidigitation to clean them.
Ah,
So they're
lovely and
clean.
Thank you. Oh, these fit nice. Very comfy.
Right, the northeastern section of the cavern has collapsed, forming a 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep pit. A sturdy hemp rope is tied off around a nearby stalagmite and dangles down the side of the pit, at the bottom of which is a rough-hewn tunnel leading northwest and east. So you're at the top. You basically there's a lasso that's wrapped around one of those big stalagmites, and it goes over the edge. And this is basically as far as Gundren, who, by the way, now is left. He's taken his corpse and he's packed up, and he's back on the way to Phandelver, wishing you well and on your way. You've got to do this for him, save his brother, find the Forge of Spells, stop Nesnar. They managed to explore a tiny portion of the caves, and this rope is evidence of what they found when they were first spelunking, discovering the cave in the first place. They just lassoed this rope round. You can climb down it, but it will require certain skill checks, because it's quite deep.
Okay, I'm just going to grab a rock, light it up, throw it down.
Okay, good suggestion. So
Well done.
cantrip. Okay, so your hand now goes off and you drop a lit rock like a basically becomes a flare, doesn't it? Lights up and you can see there's nothing down there that seems to be moving. It is 20
There's
feet
the
deep,
rock.
and the rope, it's nice thick as a man's arm, so it's good and sturdy.
Thick as a man's arse.
Thick as a man's ass.
Can I test the rope strong enough to hold my weight?
I can certainly assume that it's strong enough. Yeah, it's held your brother's, it held your cousin's weight.
All right, I'm going down first.
Go down once at a time. Okay, if you're going to go down, I need you all to roll a DC strength check.
14.
11.
9 plus 4.
And Sildar, yeah, he's all right as well. Right, you all make it. A couple of you were actually very close to slipping. You slip slightly down, but then you manage to grip onto the rope. You look down. Whew. Thank you, lucky stars, because it looks like a pretty rough landing. But
gonna
you all
pick up
managed
the
to
light
climb
rock.
down, and you're safe. No damage taken. Okay, you're picking up the light rock. Now you have 3 options: go back the way you came, go left, go right.
No,
So I want to cast Find Familiar again. I know it's a boring one. We've done it loads. But
We love it though. We love it.
we
It's a bit of
can.
a cheat, this, isn't it?
No.
It's the find everything in the cave spell.
Yeah.
Well, we can keep him close by.
Okay.
A bat.
A bat.
Yep.
Because they can see in the dark and they can get down there quick. And what's his name?
Bartok.
Bartok, of course, Bartok.
Okay, I get the message. Enough already with the glowing and the smoke people.
Go on then, Batman. Where you going?
Off you
Send him
go,
off.
buddy boy. Go find with your echolocation.
Yeah.
So, Bartok flying in a dead straight line, and there are ways right and left and up and down, and it's a very much a labyrinth that you're flying through, that he's flying through. But however, he's not taking a right or left, he's going straight. He sees there's ways off there that disappear really quickly into other things. And he sees ways off there that disappear into other things. He keeps going straight, 70, 80 feet, and it opens up into a larger cave, which we shall call the Dark Pool.
So the dark pool's on the left.
This is to the left, yeah.
The shore of the pool consists of a thin layer of broken shells from strange pale mussels, and a fishy odour hangs in the air. That's all I'm going to tell you about this, because he then does what a bat does best and flies up and hooks on,
and then
and just waits there.
perches patiently, yeah.
Right, come back and then go right.
Yeah, can you come back?
Yeah.
Go
Call him
right.
back. We can do that.
Okay.
Call him back.
Let's call him back. And he flies round.
And he goes right.
And he
And
goes
he
back.
goes
And he
right.
goes right.
He flies back. He flies back, and as he's making his way back the way he came, is a great big gelatinous, like not a hand, but like a slab, almost like a big glob of spit, mustard in colour, comes up and plucks him out of the sky and very, very quickly, like slaps him out of the sky, almost like a thick custard. But tell you what, I'll let you roll to see. No, I'll let you roll, seeing as you experienced, to see if you know what it was that caught him.
16 plus 3.
That's definitely good enough. That's a very good roll. So you recognise that you were warged with Bartok, and this mustard ochre gelatinous gelatinous hand ripped him out the sky and then dissolved him. You realise straight away that that is an ochre jelly. Now, an ochre jelly, I hear you ask, what's an ochre jelly? I like ochre jelly. Ochre jelly for me.
I like aeroplane jelly.
Did no one have aeroplane jelly as a kid?
No.
Let's go down to the dark pool.
Okay, you press on forward and out into the cavernous dark pool. The water is dark, as we saw, as Bartok noted, and you would have heard from Illidan. There's dark water in the still pool that fills much of the cavern. A passage leads south from the area, which is the one you just came out of, and a set of steps climbs up to the east. A sluggish stream flows out of the cave up to the northeast.
So we've got a set of steps on the other side.
Yeah, well, you've got the south exit, you've got the steps to one side, and you've also got a stream which you could potentially follow, but it goes into into another tunnel. So it's like a natural river.
So much to explore.
Okay, hang on. Can we just stand back to the entrance we just came into? Give me that rock. I'm going to throw it in the pool.
Okay.
Should we
Here we
go into
Here we
the
go.
tunnel?
You've thrown it.
Plop.
You see the light bright at first, then it fades. And nothing happens, there's nothing in the pool that's going to eat you.
I thought a big squid was going to go.
You were thinking it was just like
Lord of the
speak
Rings.
friend and enter.
Yeah.
The pool.
I bet
Melon.
Melon. No, nothing is in the pool that's going to eat you.
Oh, let's have a little swim then.
Yeah? Who wants
No,
to,
no,
Who wants
hang
to
on.
go in and have a swim?
No.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't
Is it?
trust
So
water.
there's no magic. It's not magic water. It's not.
They're so mistrusting. It sort of
Nothing.
makes me feel as
Yeah,
a DM like I've done my job. Like they don't know what's around any corner. They're
Yeah.
like, what about this water? Is it death
Doctor,
water?
this definitely sounded like there was a massive squid in there.
Because
Yeah.
everything I do is like this.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Should we go down those steps then?
Up the steps.
Up the
wouldn't it be?
steps.
Or should we follow the stream?
Wait, so you want to go in
Wait.
the water or not? What's happening there?
I ain't touching no water.
What? I don't want to go in.
We're not
What happens
swimming.
if we go in it?
It's a risk you'll have to take. It could be a reward.
I've got water skin. What's that?
Water.
That's a
It's
flask.
a bottle of water.
Oh, I thought it was something you attach like gillyweed.
Wrong universe.
I can breathe.
Okay, is there anything... So
At
we
the
can't
bottom.
see anything in the pool or anything cool or what?
You see the rock at the bottom, and the rock seems to have illuminated something.
Right, yeah, I'm going
Right,
in.
hang
I'm
on,
going
hang on.
in.
What does it look like?
What does it look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we figure it out?
chest?
Can I have a...
Okay.
I've got a fishing rod, I think.
Roll roll. I need you to roll a perception check to see if you can make out through the dark water.
All of us?
Even no, just well, actually, yeah, any of you. You're all standing at the shoreline, aren't you? And you're all searching in the thing. So I'm going to ask you to just make a perception to see if you can figure out in the undulations of
20.
the water.
20.
Oh, okay, right. Well,
Yes.
no need then. You instantly recognise it somehow. I don't know where you would have come across one before, but you recognise it as a wand of magic missiles.
A wand of magic
my
missiles.
God.
Going in.
The wand of magic missiles, and it's attached. It clasped in the hand of a skeleton. The skeleton is the remains of a human wizard from old Phandelver who died defending the mines against the orc attackers. Several orc arrows are still lodged in his, actually once through the centre of his skull. But there's no flesh, of course, on his body. It's an ancient thing. But by the rock is landed right next to his hand, and this beautiful magic missile wand, which is gold. It's kind of a gold elven-looking design it's like a shaft with a beautiful kind of golden vine that goes around it, and at the tip of it is a giant ruby, and that ruby's set with smaller gemstones all around.
I'm going in and getting it.
Okay. I would say it would require Constitution, because you're holding your breath, so it's how long you can hold your breath before you must come up for air.
Oh no.
What is
Plus, it's a critical one.
it? Oh, okay. You get in, it goes straight up your nose.
Right, I'll get it. You
You
wait
come out
there.
and splutter and
I hate the water.
Okay, right, I'm going to jump in.
Actually, where are we? You might have triggered something.
Quick, I'm going to jump in.
No, it's okay.
8 plus 2.
It's
10. That's okay. I'll let you have that.
I rolled
So
a
you
20
swim
and then roll
down
a
and
1.
you grab, and you manage to grab what? The wand of magic missiles?
Yeah.
With a 10, I'm not going to give you any other time to search anything else out.
So does a wand have charges?
Dylan,
or
go down
something
there and
like
have a
that?
look.
Yeah, just try and
I've
see
got
if
the
there's anything
wand.
else down there.
Do you go and have a look?
Because there's
It's
obviously
just a-
something else down there, so we
Go
need
and
to have a
search
look.
for some other stuff.
Okay. Well, I've got a constitution plus 2, so let's give it a go. We're all swimming. 1. Critical
Brilliant.
1.
You
Sildar?
splutter as well.
Sildar, how good are you at swimming?
Sildar, as you're all turned to Sildar, he's already totally derobed and he's absolutely ripped to shit. He doesn't have my pustule, like muffin top body.
That'll take a
And
lot
he
of
dives
CGI.
in. Too much for our budget. And he dives in. And actually, do you know what? I know he can hold his breath that long. And he comes up and he's holding 2 platinum rings, which he's plucked off the
Oh, nice.
plucked off the skeleton's body.
Nice.
They're worth 75 gold pieces each.
Oh,
Sweet.
Sweet, Sildar.
not
I'll
bad.
hand them over because you.
Right, I've given you my services. I'll just head home.
No, you're not going anywhere,
No,
Sildar. Don't be
come
a
on,
chicken.
we've just given you poison protection.
Yeah. Right. So that
was useful
That's
then.
the dark cave. Yes.
Yeah, we'll go
Glad
now.
we went there.
We'll just leave.
So,
That's
do we
awesome,
go
that.
towards the waves, as in the
Yeah,
Wave
really
Echo
good.
Cave, or do we go up the steps?
I
Well,
think-
should we just follow the sound of the waves, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably
I
the
think that's
best.
the
Yeah.
best thing.
Yeah.
Who's leading, by the way?
Someone that can see,
You or me.
Yeah.
and I'll
Well,
lead
you go
Sildar.
front, I'll just go slightly behind them. I
Okay, so
guess.
they're like that behind you.
So you're in front. You take your kind of shimmying steps and round a corner. You're all safe. You haven't encountered anything yet. But as you round this corner, you look up and you see the most beautiful cavern glittering with starlight, it seems. The whole ceiling is just twinkling with what looks like an endless galaxy. And as you focus closer, you notice that these twinkling lights are merely minerals in the ceiling. This starry cavern. The cave is large enough that it contains 2 freestanding structures.
Is this the forge that we're in?
This holds the forge, yeah. Roll an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Arcana check.
That's a 6 plus 6, 12.
Yeah. So you can sense a subtle aura of magic in the cavern. The aura becomes stronger as one approaches the northern building, which is the one closest to you.
Let's go
Let's go
towards
in the
that.
north one then.
Let's
Yeah.
head there.
Okay.
Why does he say it like that?
Okay then.
Okay, but
Yeah,
there is
well, magic
a bugbear in there.
You go up to the door, it's scorched and cracked. Its iron hinges partially melted.
Uh-oh, hang on.
It requires to open, it's going to require a DC 15 strength check.
You're up.
You've got Pat
Yeah,
Ogres.
Mr.
So
Strength.
do you want to smash down the door?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, give it a go.
13
13, nice.
plus 4,
17. Oh, you smashed it. Great.
Awesome.
So you managed to bash down the door. Even this really old oaken door that's been totally scorched so hard that the iron hinges have melted. You take old Nessie, your giant battle hammer, with a crashing smash, you bust down the door. This large workshop was badly damaged by an ancient spell battle that laid waste to the mine. Work tables line up 2 corners of the room as scorched, and the plaster is burnt off the masonry walls. In the middle of the room, a stone pedestal holds a small brazier in which an eerie green flame dances and crackles. Behind the brazier of flame floats a spherical creature measuring roughly 4 feet in diameter. 4 eye stalks protrude from its central mass.
What?
2 on each side. In the center of the body, a large eye.
Hello.
It seems quite nice.
Says a thick, burbling voice inside your head.
Oh.
Roll an Arcana check.
8 plus 6.
Yep.
14.
14, that's enough. You know from looking at this and your knowledge of mystical, magical beings that this is a spectator. Spectator is a creature that has been summoned to guard magical items created and
Right.
stored here. So it's a guard that was summoned by an ancient wizard. It's not threatening you yet, it's merely saying hello.
I've got charisma. Can I talk to it?
Ask him what's happened
Yeah.
in this location.
Can I ask,
What's going on?
Can I use my charisma and ask him
You want to use your charisma and ask the spectator what?
why he's here? What's he up to? What's going on?
Hello.
Hello. I want to
How
say
you
hello.
doing?
It turns all its eye stalks directly at you, and then following its thing, and looks down and it speaks to you directly through telepathy.
I'm fine. How are you?
What do you want of me?
I-
I am still on guard. Are you an intruder? Who sent you here?
Gundren Rockseeker, the dwarf.
It's not happy. This is a 500-year-old spectator. It doesn't know who Gundren Rockseeker
Okay,
is.
sorry,
It's
hang
too
on.
late. Sorry.
What else was I supposed to do? I wanted to tell it the truth, so I showed I wasn't deceiving it.
You did your best,
You did your best.
and you shit the bed.
Right, let's kill this thing.
No,
like
wait.
we kill everything
I think
else.
it's not. I don't.
Smash it on the head with a hammer.
I don't think it's bad. I think we can help. We can help it.
It said hello.
Do you know what's happened, Mr. Spectator? Do you know what's happened on the outside?
Spectator, and you know this from your Arcana check. You know that when they are summoned for 101 years of service.
How long's it been?
It's been over 500 years.
What?
The mage that can, after all the attacks and damage that this place has taken, after that massive attack that the orcs made on the place, the poor spectator has become totally confused and is living in a Groundhog Day of a repeat cycle.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's Groundhog Day. And don't forget to...
But it will still defend the Forge of Spells as it was required of it 500 years ago. You failed to persuade it, and it's not happy.
It could be the wizard that was protecting it earlier. We found his wand. Should we show it that?
Yeah. Show it the wand.
We've still
Show
got the
it
wand.
Who has the highest charisma?
Me, I think. I've got +3.
It won't trust you now
But
because
it's
you've
just
already
failed.
failed.
I've got.
I've got -1 charisma.
Oh wait then, because I've
It's got to
got.
be you +1. You've got.
You need to make a charisma deception check.
It's been.
You're gonna- so you want to
telling
use
it's
this
been
wand.
It's been
over
500 years.
Pretend that you to pretend that you're the mage that had that wand 500 years ago. Okay, let's see it then.
16.
Plus
17.
1, 17.
That is enough.
Mon Mothma, you are great.
Right.
Go on then. This is your turn.
It points all its eye stalks
First
towards
battle
you.
hammer. First battle hammer puts on a voice
Yeah.
for the first time.
Listen to me. I am your master. This is the wand, remember it.
Yes, master.
Your services are no longer required. You may be free. Evaporate.
Says in your head, as it realizes that you've terminated its employment and its point. Doesn't to this spectator doesn't exist in the material plane. This is just like a week's work to it, but it's gone crazy. It's been here for 500 years. But
Bless
that
it.
great role playing, love the voice, love the use of the wand, love the role. It's enough to convince it that you are indeed releasing of its requirement and its bond to the Forge of Spells, and it returns to its home plane.
Fellas, why don't you just speak like that all the time?
Remember it. What do you mean? Do you prefer this voice?
Yeah.
Well, forget it. This is my voice. Get lost.
Illidan's earlier Arcana check is enough to identify the brazier as the source of magic that suffuses the surrounding caverns. Any non-magical armour or weapon bathed in the green flame for at least 1 minute becomes a +1 weapon or +1 armour for 1d12 hours.
Is that all?
That's it, yeah.
That was the magic forge.
Forget it.
For
By the time we get
Jesus.
home, it'll worn off.
Yeah.
1d12
And then
hours.
what, you have to go
so
back
you
to the
roll.
forge to light your weapon?
So you roll a d12.
Stick it up your
And you
ass.
get that number of hours. It can basically be, you can basically enchant.
What's in the other
It can enchant
place?
weapons and armour for up to a day.
Oh, whoop-de-doo.
But in the northern, do you want to see
All
what
that
else is
for
in here?
Gundren Rock- Yes,
Absolutely.
we do.
Yeah, what else is in there?
All that for
Yeah. So
Gundren
greedy.
Rockseeker. I found a magic forge.
Is it
let
not
go.
enough? You're clearing out this ancient.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not, is it?
But we could.
No, we want some
I
cool
want my
stuff.
muff. I want my muff. I want my. What? On the northern side table, there is a giant muff. If you
You
bathe
made
it
a
in, if you bathe it in the, it becomes a magical +1 muff. Where to now? You can try and climb up the one side, which will take you to the northeast, which leads to another kind of 6-foot passageway, which and that way is a very there's a very strong sound of the wave of this rushing wave. It happens every 2 minutes, and then retreats. Or you could go to the northwest, and there's some steps up there.
I'm thinking, do we just split up and just cover more ground a little bit?
Where would you like to go?
I'm thinking heading south.
Okay.
Just seeing what's down that passageway.
Yep.
Do you want to take Sildar with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take? Yeah.
Go on then.
Shouldn't Sildar go with you because you can heal him?
He has full health.
It's
and
got
that
to
way-
be. We can't be together.
Can I
because
give-
we can see in the dark.
Can I give Sildar one of my health potions?
I appreciate it very much, Darla. You give him one health potion, he puts it in his pouch. Thank you. You make your way south, up some steps, and you have a narrow corridor in front of you, which goes forward about 25-30 feet. And there is a doorway on the right, just at the end of that, which you can see with your dark vision. Sildar has got out his torch as well. Or directly left to you, there's a set of steps that goes down, and then directly after that, there's a kind of doorway on the left.
Shall we go up to the door and see if we can hear anything? Can I perceive anything down the...
Okay, so you head down the steps and you approach the room, and it's a double door. It says above it, what languages do you speak?
Common, Elfish, Draconic, Dwarvish, Goblin.
Jeez.
Pretty good at the old languages. Then you notice that it's written in dwarven runes above the door. The words Temple of Dumathoin.
Who's Dumathoin?
Dumathoin. History check.
Yeah.
I can tell you straight out the bat. You'd have to do a history check.
Okay.
Dumathoin was the dwarven god of miners.
Oh.
So this could potentially be really interesting here.
There could be loads down here. It could be a goal.
It could be the way to
Literally.
the Black Spider. This could be it. This could be endgame.
Can I hear anything again?
Roll a perception check.
19.
Ooh, lucky you. Okay. Okay, you press your ear to the door. Because you rolled so well, I'm going to give you more information. You do hear two bugbears. Voice is in there.
Okay.
And they appear to be chatting. It sounds like quite a large space in there, so it's quite hard to discern how many people are on there, their positions or anything, but you do make out two bugbears talking. And you also make out the frustrated rants of a rather nasal voice that seems to be frustrated about something. It's kicking off. And you hear,
Why? Why? Fix it.
You've got to go in. You can't not go in. You go invisible. And Sildar looks like he's on his own then, but he's not on his own. He's got you.
No way, don't go. No. We don't know who this could be a mega sorcerer.
This could be Nesnar.
And there's two bugbears,
Yeah.
and they'll just kill Sildar in a second. We don't want Sildar to
Do you think this is Nesnar? Nesnar sounds like he wouldn't be nasally.
Yeah,
I think he does. Listen. Nesna.
The
Nesna.
the other
The
room
black
sounds less
spider.
threatening.
Yeah, but this could be like big.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a double door with dwarven runes for
Yeah,
nothing.
dwarven rooms.
Maybe
So
we
don't
have to
we
come and
need-
help you.
Yeah.
Why is he saying why as well? It's like he can't find
Fix
something.
it. Fix what? The
Yeah.
forge?
Maybe something's just gone wrong with the...
I want to see what the waves are.
Send Sildar back to us. You go in invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at least you can see what's in there and Sildar won't get... Sildar will come back to us and tell us what's going on. And we'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, we'll wait and see what you find.
what should I tell the others?
I'll tell the others that we've discovered a dwarvish door. Something of importance seems to be going on behind these doors.
What do we think's behind it? Could this be?
It
could this be?
I know I can hear bugbears,
Yeah.
and I know I can hear another voice which we
I
don't.
know I could just about hear it myself. Yes.
So,
Okay, I'll head back. I'll tell them to join up here, shall I?
yes, bring them back over here as quickly as possible.
Okay, I'm on it.
We're busy.
Don't go in without us. Which way do they go?
Oh,
Don't do
Sildar.
that.
He's not that stupid.
Wait. It's alright. He picks
You
50-50 and he
absolute-
scarpers down the rift and he doesn't hurt himself. And he climbs up the other one. And he does take a little bit of falling damage. 3 points of damage. And then he makes his way up around on top and sees you. And it's quite hard at this point because you guys have made your way down this passageway, right, towards the sound of the wave echo, this wave, right. But Sildar comes up to you. My friends, Illid and I have stumbled across something massive. We found a doorway. Some sort of god of dwarven miners. You must know. Dwarvathin.
Yeah, it was begins with a D.
Dumathoin?
Dumathoin?
That's the one, yes.
I know it well.
We've heard voices in there, including a very nasal sound. I mean, I'm not a betting man, but this could very well be the man we seek.
Nesnar, Sildar.
What should we do? Illidan's going to go in there without us if we don't join him now.
He's going to go in invisible though, isn't he? I'm guessing.
Yeah, he'll be all right like that.
You cannot leave your friend in such perilous situation.
No. No, we'll come. But we have to. If he's going to go in there invisible, did you say? Is that what he
I
said
don't know.
to you?
I don't understand much about what mages do, but we have to discuss tactics.
I'm sure he's got an invisible spell. If I know Illidan, he's going to be going in there invisible,
Cut
right?
to Illidan. What's he doing now?
I'm just waiting by the door.
So you're not actually going to go in without.
Shall I do that? Do you think that's a good idea?
You're invisible.
What would Illidan do? Is his curiosity piqued?
He's a sorcerer. I
Yeah.
can see it.
Okay, I'll cast invisible on myself then, shall I? How'd you do that? I think it's just instant.
It's just instant because you don't have to target. It's just like you cast it. Boom.
On touch. So I'll just shall I just open the door and see what I can see?
You open the door. You see 6 cracked marble pillars that line the walls of this hall, at the northern end of which stands a 9-foot-tall statue of a dwarf seated on a throne, a mighty stone warhammer across his lap. Large emeralds gleam in the sockets of his eyes.
Wow, look at them.
The dust and debris covering the floor has been swept to one side. A campsite of sorts now spreads out across in front of the statue. Half a dozen bedrolls and packs are neatly arranged around a rough-built fire pit. A wooden table stands on the west side of the room between 2 pillars. 2 bugbears stand by the table, flanking a dark elf dressed in black leather armour and robes.
Flanking, what's that?
Either side.
Right.
So the elf is leaning over the table looking at something, and either side of him, you've got 2 big bugbears.
This is him, isn't it? This is Nesnar.
He clutches a black staff with a carved spider at the top.
This is the dude.
I'm the dude, man.
It seems I must deal with you myself.
What?
A pity it must end this way. He turns round and looks directly at you. Your invisibility spell dissolves.
What?
What?
How?
He's a mage.
He's a mage. He's a very powerful mage who can see through with true sight.
He has true sight. Holy shit.
Oh, of course he does. The time
There
you
we
turn
go.
invisible.
The one time, yeah.
Well, I mean, I did warn you as best as I frickin' could.
I did actually say that. He can see you. Let's go back. Play the tape.
He's a sorcerer. I
Yeah.
can see it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to shut the door. And
So you didn't walk in, you just opened the door and went, goodbye.
yeah.
Sorry, wrong room.
That's probably best thing to do in this situation.
Wait, so how many people? How far away are they from me?
They are 15 feet away from you.
Okay, and there's 2 bugbears, right?
There's 2 bugbears and, yes, Nesnar the black spider.
If I ray of frost one of the bugbears and then retreat back with the door shut, so I can fire one off at one of the bugbears, shut the door, and move 30 feet back.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
So you want to hit one of the
The
bugbears?
yes, please. So, critical 1. Jesus.
Okay.
The one time you didn't need it.
+4, but it's a miss.
It's a miss.
So shut the door. Oh, well, it's a critical 1. What happens?
You're dead, honey.
Yeah.
You're dead, honey.
Dead, honey.
Well,
No.
And you just found out where your sister was.
I know. All for nothing.
well, you miss. I'm going to say you, with a critical 1, you not only miss, but you ray of frost the floor beneath you, which makes it incredibly slippery.
Okay.
So you get half your distance that you can run.
Okay, so 15 feet
Yeah.
back.
15 foot back, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't close the door because you can't stop. Once you get started, you're just sliding around. So you guys make your way.
We hear Illidan going,
Yep.
it's the black spider!
So are you going to run towards Illidan?
Yeah.
No, we're going to go, fuck that! Run the other way!
I can assume that
Best
you
of
guys.
luck.
What do you say, Illidan?
What
I
have you done?
think
It's the black spider!
the black spider has spotted me, and he's coming this way with 2 bugbears.
Brilliant, great news!
Well
Should we
done.
go the other way?
Yeah.
Should we go
What
towards
do
the
we do?
waves?
Right, everyone roll.
Oh,
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Okay.
critical one.
I rolled a natural 1.
Brilliant.
You hear the chittering of spiders as
Spiders?
Yeah, as 3 spiders crawl out on the ceiling, spider come out of the door. They are giant, these things. They're like the size of like large Alsatians. Okay, they're on the ceiling and they look at you. I was going to get them to cast web, but they failed. That would have held you in place. What are you going to do? They're all coming. It's all coming out of here now, spiders included. They're like within 10 feet of
Right,
you now.
as we're running away, I'm firing an arrow at one of them.
Where do you want? Do you want to run away to take this battle somewhere else, or do you want to have
Yeah.
it in the corridor, or do you want to go to the dark pool, or do you want to go to the rift, or do you want to go where?
So I think we should retreat back, so we've
We're
got
in a
room
bigger
to
area.
move, and they're coming through a bottleneck.
So you want to all move back, and you're going to all aim everything at that corridor. Yeah,
Yeah.
is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay, so you gather your senses enough, and you make yourself ready, but you're all locked and loaded and looking down this thing as these spiders all pour out, followed by 2 bugbears who
Oh my god.
come out behind them.
Here we go. This is it. Find your nerve and hold fast. They are coming.
Roll initiative.
I'm going to level 2 Burning Hands the entrance.
Good shout. They all take damage except for 2 of the spiders, which take half damage. Next up is the first of the bugbears. He's been burnt to a severe crisp, but he's going to make a ranged attack at the mage, who he sees as the biggest threat. Throw his javelin. Oh, and he misses because of your mage arm. So he misses. Next up is 3rd spider. So yeah, he's rolled a natural 20, so he's going to get double damage. Flies past, they're flying out of the mouth of this. He's still on fire, this one, but he jumps. He lunges over the top of Illidan, over the top of Sildar, and lands on top of Fuzz Battlehammer, pinning him to the ground.
Oh, bloody hell.
And he does 11 piercing damage.
No.
His fangs go straight through your armor, pierce you straight in the chest.
You bugger.
Fuzz has been poisoned by a giant spider. He loses an extra 4 damage, which takes another 4 damage, which takes his whole hit points total down to 21. That spider has messed you up, son. The first spider is going to make an attack at Illidan. He comes forward, fangs. Ooh, but he misses. Oh, dies past you. The second bugbear throws a javelin at Sildar Hallwinter. Oh, and he hits. Oh! Next up is Battlehammer's turn.
I'm gonna get that spider. Smash his brains off.
Filled with a sudden
Oh,
surge, but then that sudden weakness takes over as the poison kicks in. It's almost like as you engage your muscles, you spread the poison out further, and it cries out in pain. You miss. Sildar, though, comes to your aid, turns round, goes to stab the spider with his multi-attack. He stabs and then slashes,
Come on, Sildar.
making an attack that hits and a second attack that hits. He does 17 damage.
Come on, Sildar.
Yes, Sildar.
It does. It knocks. So that first spider on
He
you.
does that weird thing that
it's
spiders
dead.
do where they curl up.
Yeah, exactly. The spider turns over, legs up in the air, and they shrivel up.
Oh,
and then it
hate
grabs
that.
your hand and pulls you to your feet again. Come on, Fuzz, get your head in the game.
I'm sorry. Oh, am I right now?
Would it be really stupid of me and go and see Nesnar and just attack? Will Nesnar kill me?
I'm thinking of dropping a silence right at the entrance of the cave on my next go.
So what does that do?
So when he emerges, he can't cast any verbal spells.
Yes.
That's amazing. Do that.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm going to go double talon.
10 points of damage slashing down on this spider. It crunches up and that one dies too. There's 1 spider left. There's 2 bugbears. The bugbear's looking a lot worse shape than this spider.
Yeah. do
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna drop a silence.
Yeah.
So the centre of it is just in front of the doorway.
The whole of the corridor is effectively within the effect of this silence, including everything 20 feet inwards from the doorway itself. It's the turn of one of those bugbears now. He makes a swing. Oh, but he completely misses. And he sees that he's missed, that his friend's missed on you. He's not going to attack the same thing. He sees the rogue. He goes,
I'm gonna take on something small, something squishy.
and he throws a mighty swing and hits a 20. Darla Nightshade takes 12 piercing damage. Ooh. As he drives it forward and it cracks you right in the face. No,
Sildar! Kill that fucking spider.
Okay, so Sildar goes for the spider. Click, click. and then skitters away up the wall and looks at him like this.
I'm going to finish off the spider.
17.
17.
Yeah, that's definitely hit it. It pins it straight to the wall.
Stick around, spider.
I'm going to cast sleep.
So they both drop straight to the floor. So it's fair to say that they hit the ground totally unconscious. You can just go up to him and just like one of you, well, Fuzz, you can take a hammer and get some retribution. Just
Split his head.
What a melon.
and Darla, do you care to take care of the other one?
I'll slit his throat.
Both of so you go to slit, you bend down to slit his throat, and as you do, a sword comes in at the chest, and you're slitting his throat. You look up and you see Sildar Hallwinter, and you both have a little moment where you're gutting this bugbear.
Thanks for helping, Sildar.
You're quite welcome. Would you care for a hand up?
Yeah.
He offers you his hand. Very romantic gesture. Shall we? It's not over yet. You look at the doors and you see a figure stood there, dressed in black leather and armour. It looks up.
Yes.
You can't talk.
How
Yeah.
am I supposed to do my big, like, antagonist of the entire play if he's suddenly lost his...
Shoot him.
You
Shoot
didn't
him with
predict
the
that one,
nuke.
did you, Black Spider?
Full on level 7, magic
Might as
missile
well.
Do it.
in the back.
If you're using it, you have to hit, or they strike the walls around him. So I mean,
Yeah.
so make a ranged spell attack with the wand.
God, this is it.
And then if that it goes to
Wait.
Ash.
Come on.
That's a 9
Plus-
plus 6, isn't it?
15.
With the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit him. We hit him.
15.
If we hit him.
It hits.
Oh, yes. Dungeon Gamer.
Roll for damage.
It hits.
This is it.
So how many?
This is the
3
Even
bolts.
with Nesnar wearing his mage armor, which you discern he has already triggered,
Bye-bye.
you still managed to hit him.
Come on. He's gonna die. One hit.
Go on then, roll.
One hit the
What's
boss.
the damage? What's the damage?
Unbelievable. 8d4 plus 8.
2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1.
16 plus 8 is 24.
That's not enough to kill him.
Every particle of magical arcana that was held in this wand is launched out of the giant ruby that sits at its fall. Expecto, motherfucker! Fly down the corridor, and they all find their target. They slam into this silent, surprised, and stunned Black Spider Nesnar. Force damage, which very nearly kills him, but it doesn't. He's got 3 hit points left.
Yeah!
Goodbye, Nesna.
Just fire one arrow.
Yeah.
Nesnar has now retreated into the Temple of Doomethorn. You charge down the corridor after him, after this quarry, after
can
this
we be
wand
like-
of magic missiles has done such wonders.
Nesna, we're coming for you.
You burst into the room. Everyone is trying to catch their breath after their sprint. Fuzzbathammer's making no noise because he's just in the doorway going. And from behind a pillar pops out Nesnar, but he's not alone. He holds, with a knife to his throat, your good friend Redroth the Druid, who is beaten again to a bloody inch of his life.
Bye, Redroth.
He looks at you groggily and says, "Kill him! Kill him now! Kill him!" He goes, "Silence! So, you thought you'd come and disturb my plans, did you? Do you know whom I serve? You are nothing! Peons in this existence! Lolth will have her power, and she will take over, and I will be welcoming
Boring.
Underdark
Cast
once again."
Scorching Ray. Right now. Boom.
What and kill? What about Redroth?
Fucking
Okay, right.
Whoa!
chaotic goods.
Wait,
Get
wait.
rid.
Hang
Okay.
on, no, we like Redroth.
Okay. Well, what's happening? Is this happening? Have you
Hang
done it?
on. I put my arrow on Illidan.
Don't shoot Redroth.
So you're Sildar Hallwinter
Illidan,
just
do you
takes
really
a step
want
back.
to do this?
I'm taking aim at obviously Black Spider,
Yeah.
not Redroth.
But Burning Hands is going to burn him to a crisp.
Scorching Ray. It's targeted.
Right.
It's not. It's not. It's not AOE. This is single target.
All right.
Okay, you didn't say that. Wait a minute. Okay then.
But
I wasn't
depends
going
on.
to shoot you. I just was warning you that.
Just.
Yeah.
Do you forget what he did to Aunt Colleen?
I do, but he's got a son.
4 darts fly out from Nesnar's hand, which he has down by his side. He's somatically, whilst you were arguing, he's somatically
Oh,
cast
for God's sake, we weren't
magic
arguing.
missile. They fly out 4 darts.
Hang
and
on,
they
he's
hit Illidan.
shooting.
No, you guys are arguing. You're all in a Mexican standoff. He fires these darts, 4 of them, and they all hit you, and they do 4, 8, 12, 13 damage.
Okay.
Now shoot him.
Get your scorching ray out.
13
Do it.
damage. Go on, take 13 damage.
That's okay.
Okay, 13 damage. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Oh, damn, he is.
Shoot him.
What a kill
Damn,
him.
he is.
Shoot her.
So yeah, as I said, cast Scorching Ray.
Cast Scorching Ray. Go.
Shoot her.
Don't roll a 1.
12.
12 plus 6,
Yep, you hit him.
18.
and
Square
it's
in the face. You're casting Scorching Ray.
which is 2d6.
Radiant damage lights up the room as it streaks out, finding its target of Nesna. Boosh, boosh, boosh. They spin round in a spiraling vortex as they make their way directly at him. Roll 2d6 per ray. They all hit 6d6.
5, 3, 2, 5, 1.
As these rays approach, the last thing Nesnar says is,
Loth will have her day.
and he slits Redroth's throat as the scorching rays burn off his face. His flesh peels back from his face, and his skull is torched from white to black before his lifeless body slumps to the ground, a flaming, burnt-out skull with just some ooze and blood running off it. Redroth clutches his throat, looks shocked, tries to smile at you, and blood pours out.
Oh no,
So you all run up to grab Redroth.
Redroth.
Yeah.
You cradle him. It is a mortal wound, sadly. He's bleeding out, but he
God.
has just through sputtered gurgles as you press on his neck, trying to staunch the bleeding.
It's I'm doing it because, sorry, you're not going to die. Come on, come on.
He tries to explain. I'm sorry. With your medicine skills, you manage to staunch the bleeding to a point where he's only leaking so much. His heart calms down and he starts to slowly slur his words. I need to tell you what happened. I didn't mean to betray you.
The Emerald Enclave sent me to the Neverwinter Woods to restore balance to the forest after the destruction from Mount Hotenow. I found peace amongst the forest and in my solitude over the years, but it was one spring that I stumbled into the town of Phandelver. That's when I first met your Aunt Colleen. Boy, was I taken. We fell in love, and that season I found a happiness I'd never known before. But when the forest was under threat again, I had to return. Gomoth, the mad fire giant, and his minions poured out of the volcano. Phandelver was right in his path, and my Colleen and the people of the town would never survive. I pleaded with the Emerald Enclave, but sensing that I had fallen in love, their trust in my devotion to them had wavered. They wouldn't heed my warning. I was forced to find help, and that's when the god Loth, the queen of spiders, answered my call. She offered to aid my plight and save the forest, but it was at a terrible price. Muska, she calls me. Her fly, and I flew myself right into her web of lies. That spring, when I found Colleen was pregnant, I knew what I had to do. I couldn't cast the shadow of my curse across our family. I had no choice. But when I met you, the dungeon gave it. I knew that there was a chance you could defeat this evil surrounding me. Loth must never hold power for forge of spells. Dungeon gamers. Promise me. Tell Colleen.
Save him! Save him with the scroll!
Fuck.
He dies.
So he was good all along.
As he dies, Illidan, your staff, that once belonged to Redroth, with its runes written in Drow Elvish, melt away. And it's only now that you realise that they say Mosca in Drow. And you can see that. It's been all the way through Thunder Tree, every time we see the stick. Every time we see him in his hut, he had a book dedicated to Loth on the side where he studied those ancient tomes to try and find a way.
No way.
Including, look now, I'll show you, bring it up. We can see those pictures.
I know the directions to Cragmaw Castle, certainly. But why would you want to go there? It's even potentially more dangerous than this place.
And there was always a picture of Colleen next to that book. And he was reminding himself why he was hiding from his true love. He was studying a loophole out of Loth's control. And if you'd looked up the word Mosca, Mosca is from Ben Johnson's play Volpone, and Mosca means fly, and the fly is the servant to Volpone.
Of the spider and the fly.
The spider and the
What
fly.
an Easter egg.
So, his life as Mosca was forfeit to Loth, and that life has now been snuffed out.
Shall I bring him back
We
with
need
a
to bring him
scroll?
back. We need to bring him back.
You've got the Scroll of Revivify. Where did you get the Scroll of Revivify?
In Cragmore Castle.
It feels like there genuinely is a Scroll of Revivify in the Cragmore Castle. You can look it up in the manual. It's just luck that this has all happened. You want to bring him back?
Yeah.
You've had
Where's our pal?
Oh, it's been over a minute. Sorry, he's dead.
Come on!
Shut up, you idiot. That's your fault for banging on.
Yeah.
You want to bring him back? then?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you
Come
use
on,
the
let's crack it
Scroll of
open.
Revivify.
We're cracking it open.
You read out the incantation required, and on this one-time powerful cleric scroll, he's healing his neck, not completely separated, just heals up, stitches up. No, all the blood dissolves off. He comes back with 1 hit point.
Healing potion. Throw it over him.
You douse him and all the healing.
Yeah.
You
Cast
can
all
heal
the
him.
spells.
I'll just cast a cure wounds.
Wow.
Level 2.
Sorry,
Hi, Redra. You're alive.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, Redra.
He grabs hold of you and just gives you all a big
Oh, I
hug.
love you, Redra.
And he saves
You're
his biggest
welcome.
hug for the dwarf who saved his life.
And he pulls him up so high you see he's got no legs.
I mean, I found the potion, but whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I don't know how to repay you. I'm
Gold.
so sorry I lied to you.
Gold. No, I'm joking.
I had to protect my family, but you are my family.
Yeah, we are.
I couldn't betray you any longer.
I'm sorry about what happened earlier, but I hope you understand I did what I had to do.
What about Redroth?
Fuck him.
Okay, right.
Whoa!
Chaotic goods, get rid.
I'm just so happy that he's
I'm
dead.
glad you're back.
I don't know what to say.
Redroth, what does this mean? Lolth is still alive.
Lol's still alive, but my staff. He grabs the staff off Illidan. It's now mine again, by the way.
You haven't got
That's
one.
alright, you can have it.
We'll make you a new
He
one.
checks it all over.
Sildar is a
He
sword.
checks it all over. It's gone. The markings are gone. I'm not Mosca. She has no control. The curse. The curse. My life was forfeit, but I died. My life was forfeit, but I died.
Yeah.
You see what this means?
You're free.
My life is my own. My life is my own. I can spend it however I choose. Bends down and rips the emblem of the Emerald Enclave
Yeah,
off his
get
chest.
them
Yeah,
away.
Throws it
screw
and goes,
them guys.
I am a free man. And then I think we know that he's going to go and tell Colleen exactly how he feels. And you go round to the priest's quarters, which is just a side room off the main, off the Temple of Dumathoin's main chamber. Dusty draperies adorn the walls of the room, which also contains a bed and a brazier. A badly dishevelled dwarf lies bound and unconscious on the cold stone floor. The figure on the floor is Nundro, whom you recognise, Fuzz, as your cousin.
Oh, cousin. He's Irish.
Oh, Battlehammer, why am I suddenly Irish?
Because you are.
Okay, I'm from a different part of the family tree, aren't I? But Battlehammer, Fuzz, as you're commonly known, eh? Eh?
Hello, cousin.
What was the word we used to use?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg, me old sunshine, nutmeg. Right, thank you so much for saving me. Have you seen me brothers? What is it?
You might want to less the plural.
Right, so yeah, Gundren's fine. We saved
He's
him
all
from
right, he's
Cragmore
fine.
Castle. The other one, Tharden.
Not Tharden.
Unfortunately, a spider bit him and he died. It was a very sad moment, but we all said we had a little funeral.
Yeah.
Look after his soul.
Yeah.
We definitely didn't
And
like
Marthamas-
take the boots off his feet.
No, don't look
Hey,
at
there are his boots.
Yeah, no, he his dying wish was to let me have them.
Yeah.
It was very noble of
I'm
him.
just glad that I've got my own life and that Gundren's alive too.
And me.
Yeah, but I always knew you could look after yourself, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Pretty
can't believe my
strong.
brother's dead. This is no time to mourn. Right, you must know, the reason that Nesnar couldn't get to the Forge of Spells is this whole cave is completely overrun with undead.
God's sake.
It's going to take you fucking hours to get to So for the sake of...
Get it.
For the
Can't I do this?
Cast undead, turn undead.
Turn undead and get rid of them all.
No, you're not that strong. However, what...
Well, we never saw one undead.
I know, because you just happened to make up the side the channel doesn't. But what we're going to do is, and we'll go back to the space that you guys would just uncovered, where the wave echo,
Yeah.
where the echoing waves come in, that creates the name, the Wave Echo Cave, where this undulating wave comes in every sort of.
And we're gone on the thing.
So you all get to that point. The door that you approach when you come up to this this other stone building in the southern part down the escarpment in the starry cavern. Notice that the doors will not move, will not budge. You're going to have to wrench or smash them open because
So
they've
no
literally
stealth.
haven't been opened in hundreds of years. Much like the Forge of Spells.
Smash it.
You're up again. Yeah.
17.
17. Get in. That's enough to smash down.
Plus 4. 21.
21 is heaps.
Boom.
That is enough to smash down the door. And as you do again, you like wrenching open this one like another can of worms that you're going to open. Dust, ash, walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show that this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, table, chairs, bookshelves and bed are charred and splintered, but otherwise well preserved. A scorched iron chest stands at the foot of one of the beds. A sudden chill fills the air. Ice spreads out across the end of your drawn weapons and the scabbard. No, rather not. Ice spreads out across the scabbards of your weapons, and on the coldness of your armor, you see this ice form. It goes up your spine as you see out the floor rises.
Your presence is offensive to me. Your life forfeit.
How much stuff's in this cave? Jesus, every door you open there's some
treasures are mine alone,
person.
not yours to plunder.
What is it? A wraith.
It is indeed a wraith.
Hello.
What do you want?
We're just having a look around.
Yeah. How long have you been here?
I have been here for many hundreds of years. I have brought the evil to guard this place after its destruction. Would you be here to take my treasures?
No.
No, not at all.
What do you want here?
Well, I think the question is, what do you want?
Yeah.
What would you like, Wraith? What would make you happy? Oh, your voice has changed.
1 gold piece. There you go.
I would have you offer me something of value.
Right.
What are you going to give it, guys?
Right, we've got 2 platinum rings spare. Okay.
Platinum. Oh yeah, that you got off
That we found in the dark pool.
the old skeleton mage. Yeah.
Yes, off the old skeleton mage. So I'm going to enchant one of them.
Yeah.
And
What would it want?
Owl's wisdom. I'm going to give it more wisdom.
Give it more
I'm going to give it
wisdom.
Owl's wisdom.
Call it the Ring of Wisdom.
Yeah. This only lasts for an hour, but this,
that'll let us get
but
out of there.
You don't know that, so it lasts forever.
So you enchant.
I'm going to tell it. That's
You enchant
permanent.
this ring.
Yep.
And it does now have a very faint magical aura about it. Now roll a persuasion check and roleplay the hell out of it to convince this wraith that
Plus
you're
one.
actually giving it something of value.
Okay. +1. Come on, come on. I've got my charisma.
On Mothma.
8 plus 9.
9.
Right. Can I roll again? Because I've got an
Inspiration
advantage.
point.
I've got an advantage.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Oh, on charisma checks. You've
Yeah.
also got an inspiration point.
Well, either. I've got to roll it again.
Okay.
Come on. My Mothma. Many buttons died. That's better.
16, 17. Okay, that is enough. Okay, Mormesk the Wraith bears down on you as you offer up this slightly glowing ring. What do you want to do?
We present you with this ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. One ring to spite them all, and in darkness give them foul wisdom. It's really good. Limited edition. But for that, you gotta bugger off.
Yeah, be free now, Mormes.
You're free. There's your ring. All right.
What is it?
Nothing kinky.
What do you want?
In the northern room of this cavern
Oh, not another room.
is a filthy abomination, a spectator from another realm.
Oh, we got rid of him.
He's already gone. We've done that. Sense him. Look, he's gone.
He does. He leans back.
All we
He
needed to do
disappears
was
into the
that.
floor, comes back and goes,
You have done as I commanded.
Yeah, we're way ahead of you, Mormes.
Already did it.
You are in this instance. He turns to the chest and the chest opens up and he allows you access to all his treasures.
What is it?
The scorched chest is unlocked and it contains 1,100 copper pieces.
Oh, no.
You're in charge of the money.
160 silver pieces,
Mm.
50 electrum pieces,
Oh.
and 3 diamonds, which are
Wow.
worth 100 gold pieces each. There are also a handful of magically preserved tomes. However, the last tome that's leaning up, as you're rifling through, you knock it over and it slides a box. This box moves over to one side. You pick up the box and you open it up. Sudden breath of violently cold air comes from the box and hits you in the face a little. You hear a kind of chill wind as you pick up, and it is cold to the touch. It's a piece of whalebone. As you turn it over, you see it's actually a very ornately carved scrimshaw.
That's good scrimshaw.
That is good scrimshaw.
Now, pardon me while I look at Scrimshaw through a magnifying glass. That's good Scrimshaw.
It's like carved in a
Yeah,
picture. isn't it?
scrimshaw is, and it's got this picture, and on the picture it's a beautifully ornate carved scrimshaw depicting 10 small settlements, and to the north of them a looming mountain which pulsates demonically and writhes across the surface of the bone. Obviously enchanted, the holder hears a desperate cry for help when Illidan holds it in his hand.
Help us! The spine of the world.
Spine of the world. That's where your sister is.
That's where your
Oh.
sister is.
That gave me goosebumps, that did.
And then as you hear that in your head, the box snaps shut and you're back in the room.
What happened, Illidan? Did you just hear something?
I just heard a cry for help from this magical item. It said, "Help us, the spine of the world."
It's very strange. It's very cold. Seems like enchanted, but that might be its proximity to the Forge of Spells. You don't know why it's in this room.
It's made of bones. Whalebone.
Whalebone, yeah.
Whalebone. Awesome.
It does. The box itself looks very out of place in the room. Everything else is covered in a thick layer of dust, but this box, not a mark of dust on it.
Oh, this is something freaky.
So you give the box to Sildar.
What is this, Sildar?
Sildar opens it up. He hears the voice.
The spine of the world.
Spine of the world. The Icewind Dales.
What's that, Sildar?
Where's that?
He closes it up.
Where's the Icewind Dale, Sildar?
The Icewind Dales are far north along the Sword Coast. God knows what this is doing down here, but the Icewind Dales seem to be calling to you, Dungeon Gamers.
Whoa. Hang on, they just called you as well. Maybe you should
Yeah, and
come with us.
everyone. Redroth, Colleen.
No. You can't take it. The Icewind Dale.
A new quest. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So now that you've satiated Mormesk and got rid of the spectator, Mormesk can relax, can chill out. The wraith can finally disappear
in a hot tub
and chill out in its own spectral hot tub. He has a drink for the first time in ages.
Mojito.
Right, well done.
Thanks, Momesk. Can we get out of here without the undead?
Hang on, so why are
getting
all
us?
undead going now as well?
So yeah, with that, a pulse, a surge of black energy retreats from Mormesk, going out through the starry cavern. You hear cries of ghouls and zombies and the rattling of skeleton bones as they crumble down, the life being taken from them. The ghouls retreat and go into cracks in the cave and down into Underdark beneath it. All evil is being purged by this act and Mormesk's disappearance. And the Wave Echo Cave feels calm for the first time since you entered it. You all hold your breath and you hear the waves continue their never-ending cycle of pounding up in the northern east quadrant of the Wave Echo Cave. Well done, everyone. You've succeeded in your mission.
Yeah. Should we go back to
Awesome.
Phandalin quickly?
Yeah, we need a point.
Make your way back towards Phandalin, and everyone is there to greet you in the main town square. You see over by the Shrine of Luck, who was saying a prayer for you all the time you were in. Who do you think got you those 20s? Who do you think got you the persuasion checks? It was Tamora. It was through Gorel. She was helping channel that and praying for you every moment.
She helped me.
You've got Harbin Wester comes out and you see him smiling for the first time ever.
First time ever. We love you, Harbin.
Oh, I'm glad you're back, aren't you?
That's so funny. I'm glad you're back, aren't you?
And Sildar Hallwinter walks up.
Hang on, Sildar. We've returned. You owe us 400, remember?
You don't miss a trick, do you? Sildar goes up to Harbin Wester, who dutifully points to two guards who have come on call from Neverwinter after the summons were made. And they drop a big chest in front of you.
That's better.
And that chest does have 500 gold pieces in it.
Yes.
He flicks one over at you. A payment well earned.
Cheers.
Sildar.
Thanks, Hilda.
Colleen comes up with Droop in one hand, Carp in the other. Oh, I told them you'd be back, and I was glad I didn't lie, darling. You're alive. I'm so happy. Oh, go on, Droop. Go and give her a go and give her a cuddle. And then, oh, Carp, I know you want to hug that Illidan. Carp goes off and hugs Illidan. Oh, and I'll give you a hug myself, you cute little dwarf. She picks you up. She's remarkably strong for such a... She is a farmer.
Hey, get off
She gives Battlehammer a big kiss on the face and then on the other cheek as well. He's fighting it, but
he loves it.
He loves it too. As she puts Battlehammer down, she looks up and sees Redroth, but she doesn't see the man that she saw last. This man who was still living a lie, was still living a protection, was still living a curse. He looks up and he says very sincerely, I've come back to you, my love. I'm so sorry that what I did to you, but I had to, for the sake of our child. I love you, Colleen. I love you. I've always loved you. And if you'll give me a chance, I'd like to spend the rest of this new life I have with you. Would you do that for me? Colleen looks down, looks up and scowls at him. Oh, of course I will. I love you, Redroth. She gives her a big old
Oh, just a
Kissing
hug.
your wife.
Just a
Gives him a
hug.
big
Just a
old
hug.
hug.
She needs to get warm
And
into
then-
it. Yeah.
So they make up, and it's beautiful. And then he bends down and he sees Carp, his son, for the first time, really. He picks him up and gives him the biggest hug, and you feel that this is an honest love, you know. This is a sacrifice he's been making for the longest time now. And he also bends down and picks up Droop, his apparently adopted son, who's now part of the family as well. They go arm in arm up the road towards Alderleaf Farm to start a happy new life together.
Well, they'll have to move out to Neverwinter for a bit because of the dragon.
They might, yeah.
but- yeah.
Forget that bit.
Forget.
Sildar turns to you all. Well, my friends, it appears this is the end of an era.
Yeah.
When I met you, you were pretty green, it seems, but now you've grown and you shine like gold.
Oh.
I'm so glad to know you all, and I count myself lucky that we met. Dala, I have one thing to ask you.
What is it, Sildar?
He gets down on one knee. He opens up a box from within his robe, and inside it contains a silver ring. And on the top of it shines the largest diamond, one of the 3 that you were found in Mormusk's.
God, he already made the ring.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, he knows a
You
trick.
did it in the forge.
Just quickly. It's really magic for 12 hours and then it falls apart.
Yeah. That's my Sildar.
He has his way.
Yeah.
He gets down, he offers up this giant ring. He says, "Will you make me the happiest man in the world?"
I will, Sildar. I love you.
He picks her up and he gives her a hug, and then she bends him over and gives him a kiss.
Yeah.
And as she comes up, the beard is stuck on her face. And he goes, "Oh, the thing finally came off of its own accord."
Yay!
Oh, I rather like this clean-shaven me. I think I might keep it.
Me too, Sildar.
Let's
Me
plan the
too.
wedding!
Yay! Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle.
They've freed the town. They've saved the Wave Echo Cave. They've defeated evil. And they've made stories along the way as they go off into the sunset to live happily ever after.
I'm up in the northernmost parts of the world, by the spine of the world. I'm searching a tomb of great power, but